Guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade will be the topic. So in 30 hours and 51 minutes and 47 seconds, the official global launch of Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is happening. Now on today's video, I wanna cover the possibility of a different reroll on global. In a way, global getting shafted. I'll explain everything, but still that's a big question mark. We need to see specifically on the global launch, so take it with a grain of salt, but still I want to make sure you notice that, okay? Just so you know, just in case. And then after that, guys, we're gonna talk about the full reroll, more precisely for who you should reroll. Okay, all the variations, all the combinations, including early gacha. I know that for the characters, you overall you already know based on the tier list and everything else, but here I will also talk about certain SR memories or recollection bits, certain R characters in more certain R memories as well. So I'm gonna include a lot of stuff. Massive shout out to Wiki. Unfortunately, the global version the Japanese version currently is now on maintenance, so I cannot open the game. I wanted to do this in a little bit more interesting way, but still, okay, we're gonna use Wiki. It's gonna be simple. I won't read anything. Mainly, we're gonna talk about all of this, so no worries about that. Okay, so let me start with this. Let me open the game really quickly. Okay, here we are, Billy. So, have in mind, Global might have a different reroll than JP. Overall, is it worth to reroll in this game 100%? Difference is here, we cannot sign in as a guest, okay? But I believe that was the same on JP, cannot remember that. But what JP had, if we went to the menu, you had pretty much clear game data. Okay, here on global version we don't have that. So on the JP version, I will make a separate, by the way, I will make a separate reroll guide for global, specifically how to reroll when the game launches, because currently now it's a question mark. Definitely it's worth rerolling in this game, but the first clue that we can notice difference between global and JP, we don't have the clear game data, because on JP, on the Japanese version, you were able to like do the tutorial gameplay, for example, the first time, do the summons, and even if you're like binded and all of that, you can clear the game data. Okay, that is what I remember. Okay, I was able to clear the data and that was it. And then afterwards as well, the game offered you that you skip the tutorial. So yeah, you were on Japanese version, you were able to reroll in minutes, guys. In minutes, you have a guides on my channel so you can check it out. But on global, it might be different. But what I can see on global, guys, we have servers. Okay, where is, so if we click here, no, sorry, maintenance, fine, my bad. So here it is, servers. So this is possibility how we're gonna do this on global side of the game. We're gonna switch between servers, okay? Because if you log in with different mail, you could do that as well, but you will lose all that early gacha and all other stuff that you've done. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind. Mainly you want to use the mail that you use for the early gacha and everything else. So in my opinion, global will have the way to switch between servers, and there is not many, 2, 4, 6. So 6 chances to get what you want pretty much. But no worries, we're gonna have the infinite reroll. We had the early gacha. If you got lucky in the early gacha, you're fine. On the infinite reroll, you get the other character, and but still potentially problematic for global. So yeah, Japanese version I believe had it much more easier. I mean, I know it had much more easier, but still we need to wait until the actual global launch so we can see specifically how everything will work. So now on today's video, mainly, let me actually play this the music, web music, right? Web page, whatever. So early gacha, let me start with that. On what units you need to reroll on early gacha and what you should keep. So let me, oh nice, come on. I need recollection beat. I need recollection beat. Okay. Nevertheless, look at my backpack. I got Gojo, keep it, of course. And I got 1000 cubes. So this is honestly, I perfectly agree with this tier list. So the SS tier, when you get to the on early gacha, you keep Gojo or Nobara. S tier from early gacha is Itadori, then Yaga. I'm terrible with names, guys. Sorry, you're gonna kill me. Yeah, Yaga. Oh, I'm good with names. Then we have Kanto. Okay, A tier. Then we have Inumaki, right? Then other version of Kanto. Momo is here. I would put it definitely into A tier. Honestly, guys, I would put her in the A tier, but fine. Panda, and then Megumi here B, and then here C tier. Well, I would disagree with few things, honestly. Here, Megumi needs to go into C tier, and this Toga can go into like B tier from the early gacha. But definitely, overall, mainly on the early gacha, you want to get Gojo or Nobara, and then on the infinite reroll banner, you go, if you pulled Gojo, maybe, on the early gacha, you go for Nobara on the infinite reroll, and you're good, bro. Everything else you're gonna summon in the game, you will get those SRs anyways, eventually, but ideally would be that you pull, like, Satoru, for example, from early gacha, then infinite reroll, you pull Nobara, and then Yaga, you pull, like, for additional summons. You're good, you're set, you're fine, bro. Okay, so this is a pretty nice tier list, and I agree with 90% of the things. This part we're gonna like skip it for now, and here I want to add few more things. I will do it at the end, but we're gonna talk about the banners you should say for the first month or two of the game, just so you're like 100% ready. Okay, and now we have when drawing on a specific banner, you're likely going to obtain the feature character. However, there are other characters or recollection beats that you may consider keeping if you get them during rerolling. So this is a really, really nice thing you can see while you're summoning in the game, right? This is what you keep. Just so you know overall, from the SSR units to the R units. So Gojo, of course, Nobara, Itadori. Then, of course, these memories, make sure to remember them. They're all keep, okay? All of them you can keep, guys. Super important, so you can see. But definitely this one would be perfect. Okay, this one, non-standard, it's just perfect for Gojo and Nobara. So yeah, that would be like ideal. But again, if you get other recollection beats, just so you know, maybe from early gacha, maybe from the more summons, reroll summons you're gonna do, this is what you keep. This is from the characters, from the SRs, so Yaga, Kanto, Momo, him, all of that you keep. And as well, this memory cards right here, this is what you keep. Honestly, I don't know so much about memories related to the SR memories. And yeah, I knew this one is nice, but I didn't know about this too. So that's really nice information to know. And then from the R unit, super broken. Red one R and the gray one, both of them insane R units. We made a tier list, we talked about them, just absolute monster from the buffers, and this is what you keep. And as well, another recollection beats that you can keep for your account. So again, this table pretty much applies the early gacha, pretty much applies the additional reroll summons and all of that. So it's really nice to see what you can keep and everything else. Again, this is a really nice tier list for the early gacha, so remember that one. It's pretty correct, and I would definitely use that one. Use this table for later on summons. I will put this table in my description below, so you're gonna know for which you should go. And then again, the infinite reroll summon as well. So we done for the early gacha, we done for the regular summons overall. like reroll summons, and then this is for the infinite. Again, Gojo, if you already pulled him in early gacha, you can go for Nobara and vice versa. Again, Itadori, him is really good here, and then B and C just like don't get it. Again, he can actually go into A tier as well for the early game, by the way. Toto is not that bad, okay? So that's about that. Megumi is trash, say C tier, okay? Absolute trash. I don't like it at all. He can stun in the beginning, okay, but nothing too helpful. So guys, this is pretty much the summarization, on what unit you should prioritize in early gacha, in the reroll process and everything else. Again, we have a big question mark about the reroll process on global, because as you can see, JP had that delete game data, but like I said, global doesn't have that, so we're gonna see maybe rerolling will be harder on global than on JP, even most likely, but everything I can see here, guys. Now, one more thing before we end the video, super important, the first banner after the rerolling, literally you wanna reroll and that's it, stop summoning, because cubes, save them in the beginning as much as possible. You're gonna need like 3 weeks after launch, we are getting one of the most broken still today units, it's Yuta. You save for him, you save for him, you save for him. Gato is also recommended, but as well Megumi. This is like 3 first banners that you can summon. Honestly, low key, if you want to save more for the Megumi, you could potentially skip Gato, but again, hard to say, but definitely Yuta and Megumi, never ever skip. Okay, please, 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 they're a must. Okay, and with this we're gonna end the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. I wished I was able to use the Japanese version of the game to talk about all of this in the game itself, but I cannot. It's a maintenance that lasts for 8 hours. In 8 hours I'll be deep in the sleep, bro. So with this we're gonna end the video. I'll put the credits in the description below and as a pinned comment. Don't forget to do all the things that I already mentioned on the previous videos, and yeah, the game is launching in 30 hours and 48 minutes and 3, 2, 1 seconds.